Lucy and I were terrified. We wanted to rescue Aslan, but we were frozen in place. We didn't dare to move. The White Witch held the dagger high and stabbed Aslan hard in the stomach. We watched the brutal incident in horror. The White Witch cackled, and the creatures roared with laughter. They left not long afterwards in triumph. We crept out of the bush, kneeled next to Aslan, and sobbed until we were so tired that we fell asleep. The next morning I woke up, hoping that what happened yesterday was just a dream, but we were still sleeping on the corpse of Aslan. I wiped my tear-streaked face, called Lucy to wake up, and headed back to our tent with a heavy heart to tell everyone the tragedy that had happened to Aslan. After everyone pulled themselves together, we had a determination in our hearts to save Edmund, defeat the White Witch, and save Narnia. We headed to the White Witch's castle. We spotted Edmund sitting on the grass in the backyard miserably. His face melted into a smile when he saw us. We escaped the castle and ran as fast as we could until we reached our tent. We were scared the White Witch would spot Edmund escaping. We were so happy to reunite with Edmund. He apologized for being mean and trusting the White Witch. He felt so guilty when he knew what happened to Aslan. He also told us the White Witch's plan he overheard when he was wandering around the castle. The White Witch's plan is to ambush near our tent. They will use some daggers, so they have to get very close to attack us. I also drew a map of where they are going to hide. Mr. Beaver, I remember you told me that Father Christmas gave everyone some gifts. Lucy got a healing potion and dagger, Peter got a sword and shield, and Susan got a quiver full of arrows, a bow, and a horn. We can use those items to defeat the White Witch. With Edmund's help, we set up a plan. We will hide near them with our weapons, and Lucy will be bait and trigger them to attack us. Then we will jump out from our hiding spot to entrap them. I hope this plan will work and save Narnia. Today is the big day. We prepared all our weapons and hid in our spots. Unexpectedly, the White Witch and some creatures came. We waited until Lucy came out to tempt the evil creatures to come out. They jumped out suddenly and charged towards us. The White Witch's spies overheard our plan. We all took out our weapons and started defending ourselves. I shot the enemies with my bow and arrows. Edmund used Lucy's dagger, and Peter used his sword and shield. Lucy hid in a corner and set up a medical stand. There were so many more creatures than us. They were also stronger, so the evil side got the upper hand. Edmund was injured, so Lucy healed him with her healing potion. We were all very tired and could not fight for much longer, but the evil side had much more power. I remembered about my horn, took a deep breath, and blew as hard as I could. The horn was so loud that everyone stopped. A louder sound echoed through the woods. A shadow came towards us. At first, no one could see who or what it was. We all focused very hard when Lucy beamed. "Aslan, that was your roar!" Aslan smiled. The White Witch was shocked. She stammered, How did you not die?" Aslan roared. "Dark magic is powerful, but the power of friendship is much greater." The witch screamed in fury. She started to get pulling forwards. She couldn't control herself. Suddenly, an apple was pulled out from her heart. It was the apple of youth. The White Witch started to get older and older. She screeched breathlessly and died. We went to Charn and gave her corpse to her sister. When we arrived back in Narnia, we went to the White Witch's castle to free the poor people that had been turned into stone statues. After that, Aslan crowned us and all of us had a feast. It was delicious. Mr. Tumnus also told us that he was the old professor. We were so glad that we saved Narnia, and the evil witch will no longer harm them. After the feast, we said goodbye to all of them and headed home with the professor. Aslan said we can always visit Narnia. This adventure has taught us the importance and power of friendship.